All right, guys, I think we figured out a couple things. Are you guys with us? Testing right now, we're watching thunderstorms come in from the north and west. This line continues to press south and east. If you're just joining us this evening, sorry about that for technical difficulty just for a moment. We've got some cooler air coming on through. We've been in the 70s since about Thanksgiving. It's time we cool down back into the 40s and 50s. This front's doing it. This front also is producing those showers and thunderstorms. We already had some big rumbles of thunder throughout northwest Arkansas, and now everything's pushing into the River Valley. It's right on our doorstep, right here in Fort Smith, Van Buren as well, Cedarville, Uniontown, Mountainburg. We're getting the heavy rain too. Alma, we're next. Sequoia County have been getting the heavy rain too. I want to take you live outside right now in Fort Smith. You're looking from downtown, right over the Garrison Avenue Bridge, and you're looking towards the north and west. You see the camera shaking there a little bit. We've got the thunderstorms just on the other side of the river, but we've got a gust front that's pushing in right now to kind of shake things up. Gusts have been just underneath severe criteria limits. You need a criteria to be 58 mile per hour. We're closer to 40, 45 at most for a lot of us. That's good news. It's still a good gust of wind, though, that's coming into Fort Smith, really shaking that camera there. You can see a couple lightning strikes in the distance, too. The rain is just about to fall in downtown Fort Smith. This is a live look in POCOLA. You're looking from the Choctaw Casino, and you're looking directly northbound. There's that thunderstorm coming off in the distance. You got a little bit of that shelf cloud, too. That lightning gives us good definition. We're going to stay on this camera for just a second. You guys in the River Valley, we've been waiting, but now the thunderstorms have arrived. They started in northwest Arkansas closer to 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then they finally pushed through the mountains and pushed into eastern Oklahoma, and they have arrived now for us too. The good news is that we have no severe thunderstorm warnings here at the moment. We wanted to hop on and give you guys an update, let you know what you can expect for the rest of the evening, because it could get loud throughout the River Valley. Fort Smith, Van Buren, we're up first, and then it'll push south into Poto and Greenwood, Alma, and then eventually into Boonville and Paris and Clarksville. Heavy rain's going to be headed towards our neighborhoods as well. It does look like overall this line has weakened quite a bit. I think for most of us, we've just got some good downpours on the way, few rumbles of thunder. That's going to last for about 45 minutes at your house, and then you're done. The tornado threat is super low. Hail threat has been fairly low as well. We had a couple hail reports closer to Tulsa. They've struggled coming into Arkansas. Now, we had a couple near Bella Vista, but other than that, the hail threat hasn't really been too bad. It's mainly the gusty wind threat, some of the lightning, and some of that heavy rain that's coming on through. There won't be enough heavy rain to produce any flooding, but some good downpours will be coming here in the distance. But there's the edge of that storm that's just coming into Sequoia County right now. You're looking live in LeFlore County, northern LeFlore County, and you're looking towards the Arkansas River. You're looking towards about the Salisaw area. See Fort Smith, the city lights of Fort Smith just kind of behind me and back towards the right. But there's that thunderstorm as it comes on through. All right, let's talk about what we're expecting outdoors for the rest of the evening with a radar. Big line of thunderstorms continues to push south at the moment. Heavy downpours coming right into Fort Smith, crossing the Arkansas River. This is just north of Shady Point and Spiro in LeFlore County. You guys right in Crawford County, we're right in the mix of this, coming right into Van Buren too, and then eventually headed south and into Fort Smith here in just a couple minutes. Northwest Arkansas, we're done. You can head to bed. You don't have to worry about more thunderstorms in northwest. We got a couple good downpours for us in Bentonville and Rogers and Fayetteville, but the thunderstorms have pushed south. We don't have to worry any more north of the hill. It's in the hills and then south of the hills where we have to keep our eye out for this evening. But the heaviest rain pushing right into Crawford County. You guys in Alma, you about to pick it up for you guys. Mountainburg, we're getting hit pretty hard at the moment. These are not severe, but we've got good downpours everywhere you see that red color. Fort Smith, we're dry. 5 minutes from now, we're not going to be dry anymore. You're looking across the river, Van Buren. We're getting those downpours coming in too. Uniontown, Cedarville. Then you head across the state line and you get in towards Roland and Muldrow. Heavy rain coming in for us this evening. Coming right over the Kerr Dam, the Sequoia Wildlife National Refuge. They're getting the heavy rain too. Kavanaugh, we're still about 15 miles towards the south, heading away from those thunderstorms. We'll probably have them within the next 30 minutes. POCOLA, same story, about 20 minutes for us in POCOLA, coming right into downtown Fort Smith. For us in Franklin County, most of the rain's still in the Boston Mountains, but you head just south of Owark, and we're dry at the moment in Ozark, and as you head south and west towards Sebastian County, still dry. Logan County, we're dry for probably at least another hour, but then we've got some of the heavy rain pushing on through too. All right, some of the latest timing, we're getting that right now coming into Van Buren and Fort Smith, but if you look at some of the later timings, just before 1 o'clock in Clarksville. So we've got about an hour to go for us in Clarksville, about just over an hour in Boonville, That'll be about the same for Paris too. Most of Logan County, we've got about an hour to go. And in Scott County, Waldron, it might be a while, but I do think overall we are seeing a slight weakening trend. It's not to say that every once in a while one of these storms could try to flare up just a little bit more and try to turn severe, but that at this moment we have no severe thunderstorm warnings. The pink color behind me, that's just showing you the severe thunderstorm watch that's still in effect for Northwest Arkansas. Basically that's a heads up saying, hey, one of these storms could try to gust some winds near 60 miles per hour. We'll have to trigger a warning for that. That's basically what that means. Otherwise, I think most of us are going to have wind speeds 30 to 40 miles per hour, which still, if you have any leaves left on the trees, those are gone. But then also Christmas decorations, especially the inflatables, we'll have to watch because we got storms coming into Fort Smith right now. The edge of those gusty winds, you can see right here, kind of near where the purple color is right now. Gusty winds pushing on out, and then all this green color, that's not rain. Those are just wind speeds that are headed into Fort Smith. So coming in from the northwest, we've got those winds blowing right into Muldrow and Roland, Moffett, now coming into downtown Fort Smith and Van Buren too. Hail tracker, you notice there's nothing on the map. That's good news this evening. We had a few hail reports with this line when it was back towards the north and west. That's no longer the case this evening. So it's mainly, once again, gusty winds is our primary threat that we're most concerned about, mainly kind of due to a lot of decorations. Our lawns have a few extra things, don't they, this time of year? Be on the lookout for those. You might have to be picking up a couple things in the morning. After that, we've mainly just a lightning and rain threat. Nothing that we can't handle, but there's going to be some good pockets of rain as this line continues to push south. Just now coming into Van Buren and just on the other side of the Garrison Avenue Bridge, right in the Moffett stockyards there. So you got rain and lightning. And then way towards the bottom of the threat list, hail, super low chance. Tornado chances also very low. Flooding threats basically non-existent. There's just not enough rain with this system as it's pushing on through. Yes, it's going to be a good downpour, but it has to last a little bit longer in order to get kind of a flood warning, anything like that. We're all attached to a larger storm system. We're not getting the worst weather tonight. We have that pink color showing you the severe thunderstorm watch, but then back towards the north and east, right where the Mississippi River meets the Ohio River here in southern Illinois, that's where we have a tornado watch. That's the yellow color, the slight yellow color for a big area. Tornado watch, as this line is much more robust, and as it presses south and east into Kentucky and eventually into Tennessee. But this cold front goes all the way to the Great Lakes. Lots of heavy rain from Columbus and Indianapolis all the way south and west towards Fort Smith and Fayetteville. We're just on the tail end of things, but things are allowed tonight across northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Much cooler air, though, exists towards the north and west. I mean, we're in the 70s right now in Fort Smith. Already in Fayetteville, we've dropped the temperature. The thermometer has gone quite down the past hour or two. We were just in the upper 60s about an hour ago, so we've really dropped in Fayetteville. That cooler air will rush into Fort Smith and Van Buren once we get the rain out of the way. But much cooler air lies off towards the north and west, helping to spark these storms. Every once in a while, we could try to get a severe thunderstorm warning with gusts up to 60 miles per hour. But right now, everyone in the River Valley, if you're watching, you're wondering, what about my town? Be on the lookout for some heavy rain coming in shortly, some breezy winds, few rumbles of thunder, but that's probably going to be most the case for most of us this evening. We'll let you know if we see anything that really starts to strike our interest, and we'll let you know if anything really starts to become dangerous. Here are the severe zones tonight. We are no longer severe in northwest Arkansas. They'll update this map. This is coming from the Storm Prediction Center. The yellow color shows you where we're still watching, keeping our eye open this evening. A level 2 out of 5 for the River Valley, from Fort Smith eastbound to Clarksville and Knoxville, south into Paris and Boonville and Scott County too. But we're watching that temperature drop. In fact, by tomorrow morning, it's going to feel like a completely different Arkansas compared to where we've been the past, week? I mean, we hit 3 high temperature records in Fayetteville last week. We tied one in Fort Smith. It was a crazy week as we started December. But it's going to be feeling like December here coming up with some of those cooler temperatures. So we drop big time as we go into this upcoming week. We're missing Monday. Where'd Monday go? Monday will be in the low 40s in northwest Arkansas. It's going to be cool. And then, oh, I know it. We just hit midnight, didn't we? It goes ahead and jumps the next day. This is what we're going to be using tomorrow, I guess tonight. Technically, it's the morning now. confusing weird once you cross midnight. Basically, what you need to know for the start of this week, it's going to be really, really cool. Northwest winds also making it feel like the 30s for most of the afternoon. Your Monday and Tuesday are going to be cool, and then we quickly rebound going into the rest of the week, and then we'll have to watch another system coming in this upcoming weekend. We'll have more details on that tomorrow. Tyler's going to have a couple more details for 5 News this morning. Coming up at 4:30. He'll be here in just maybe an hour or two, actually. You may see him. In the River Valley, we'll also drop into the 40s the next couple of days, but then we quickly skyrocket back to some 70s too. So things are going to be looking warm once again, but we're definitely on that roller coaster. That's December, though. We get some cold days, and then we start to shoot back up for a few days in those 70s. Here's a wide view right now with radar across northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Once again, that pink color showing you the severe thunderstorm watch that's in effect. Basically, we are watching these storms as they press south and east. Heavy rain coming right now into Fort Smith. Moderate rain throughout northwest Arkansas. If you live north of the Bobby Opera Tunnel, if you live north of Winslow, north of Mountainburg, you're good this evening. You don't have to worry about the weather. Yes, there's going to be some rain overnight. You may try to pick up a quick 1/10 of an inch or so, but the severe threat is over. There is still a slight chance for some severe weather in the River Valley. We're mainly watching right here in Crawford County. This is probably the strongest segment of this whole line of storms that's coming into Alma right now and headed eastbound. We're watching storms eventually moving into Franklin County too. So places like Dyer and Mulberry, we're also watching some of those storms as they're just about to approach. Also getting close to Ozark and Altus. We'll be on lookout for you guys too. But coming right now to downtown Fort Smith, I want to show you what it looks like. Completely different story. Just about 5 minutes ago, heavy rain coming into downtown. So you're looking north and west into that storm as it's coming right over the river and right into downtown Fort Smith. Some good downpours for us. Every once in a while, you're going to hear a few rumbles of thunder too. There's been some lightning reported in some of these storms too. Live look in POCOLA, the camera is just shaking right there in that north wind. This camera is just about 2 or 3 miles south of the thunderstorm itself, so we can still see a little bit more of the definition of the thunderstorm, even though it's dark. A couple lightning strikes would really help out right now. But you're looking towards Fort Smith. I'll just step on this side of the screen. You're looking towards Fort Smith, and you see some of this gray that's kind of fuzzy. That's very heavy rain coming into downtown right now. There's downtown Fort Smith there off in the distance. Heavy rain coming in from Oklahoma. These storms will probably last about 45 minutes, and then there might be some light rain afterwards, but then we're done. But some gusty winds right now in POCOLA, still waiting on a couple lightning strikes. Earlier, this camera was just kind of booming all over the place. You saw those strikes all the way north towards Spiro and Panama and Salisaw. But right now, just a lot of shaking in the wind. Live look from POCOLA, live look in Bentonville too. Streets are completely soaked. Still getting some rain right now reporting in Bentonville. But pink color shows you that severe thunderstorm watch. Storms now pushing into northern Franklin County. This is very close to Batson. You guys are getting some of that rain too. South of St. Paul in Madison County, good downpours for you guys, but we're talking really deep in the Boston Mountains right now. Some kind of refueling some of the waterfalls out there. In northern Franklin County, northern Crawford County too, headed eastbound. Clarksville, we're dry at the moment, but eventually we'll get some of these thunderstorms here within probably the next 45 minutes. Probably about 12:45, 12:50-ish for Clarksville and Knoxville. Spadra, New Spadra, we'll be watching out for you guys. But the strongest storm is right into the Boston Mountains, northern Franklin County. Here in Fort Smith, we're just getting some good downpours at the moment, but it looks like the heaviest stuff is just towards our east. Northwest Arkansas from Fayetteville to Bentonville, just some light to moderate rain reporting. Van Buren, it looks like we're starting to clear up a little bit in Van Buren. The heavy stuff has now kind of hit the interstate and headed east right into Alma. We're getting hit hard in Alma too. North side of town and the north side of the interstate getting the heavy rain really right now at the moment. South side's just picking up the rain now. Then you extend back towards the west, right over the Arkansas River. You see that white line kind of squiggly. There's the Arkansas River for you guys. Right over the river, and then just north of the Spiro Mounds, just north of Shady Point in Panama, and just kind of north of Fort Coffee there. We're getting some of that heavy rain. Northern LaFleur County. Here's Poto, Kavanaugh Hill. We're watching closer to Pocoshi, some of those showers coming on in. This really doesn't worry us as a weather team. These are pretty scattered, kind of broken up quite a bit. There could be every once in a while some gusty winds with some of these as they press south and east over time. Good downpours right over the heart of Fort Smith too. I'm going to step off the side. I can move the camera a little bit. But right now, Fort Smith, you guys are getting the heavy rain. Don't worry about the The severe threat with this one, this is just a good soaker for us right over Arcoma and Fort Smith. Right over Grand Avenue, we're getting soaked. University of Arkansas, Fort Smith, Eufus, we've got some good rain for us too. Just about to hit Vienna Hills. South Fort Smith getting some of that rain as you head towards the Jennyland exit off the 540, where eventually it becomes 271 headed into LeFlore County. We're dry at the moment, but you probably see some of that rain there off in the distance, or maybe see some lightning or hear some thunder in the distance too. And then Fort Chaffee, we'll get some of that rain here in the next 10 minutes. You guys at the base could get loud here for a few minutes too. A live look in the River Valley back towards the east a little bit. So now we're east of Fort Smith. You got Franklin County and Johnson County here in full view. Heavy rain really in the Boston Mountains. And that'll track eastbound into Batson too. Coal Hill, New Spadra, Clarksville, Scranton, Subiaco. We still got about 45 minutes to go before heavy rain starts to move in this evening. But latest timings for Clarksville just before 1, probably just after 1 in Boonville and Paris, and then maybe even close to 2 o'clock in Waldron. It's going to be a while before we get it in Waldron, but it does look like the storms are continuing to weaken. Right now you're looking at velocity. This shows you the wind speeds of these storms. That bright green color shows you wind that's coming in from the north and west right now, right in from Oklahoma. Nothing blocking it until you hit those mountains. But we've had that gust of wind throughout Fort Smith. Still pretty breezy right now, but the wind's coming right into Fort Chaffee. The wind comes in first and then the rain. So coming out towards the base, on the north side of the base, we're getting some of that wind. Chaffee Crossing getting that wind too. Barling, the wind's coming right through, and then the rain will follow in the next probably 10 minutes or so. But we're looking, and you just see these colors kind of scattered everywhere. It's not looking as impressive as it was. Things have weakened quite a bit. Hail tracker, there's nothing to really look at this evening so far. We've had a couple hail reports back towards northeast Oklahoma, but things have really weakened. That's good news. It's all along this line of storms that stretches all the way towards the Ohio River. Getting some very strong storms right now in southeast Missouri and southern Illinois. This yellow box shows you a tornado watch that's in effect back towards the east. This is kind of the big kahuna for severe weather this evening. We're not getting the worst of it tonight. We're just getting some downpours, most of us. So if you hear some thunder, see some lightning, that's probably going to be as scary as it gets. Unless you want to talk about the cold, then that's scary. I mean, it's been warm the past several days. We've been warm and above average since about Thanksgiving. And so it's about time we started getting some more December-like weather. We've now dropped the temperature in Fort Smith now that rain's come on through. Now reporting at 66. We'll continue to watch the temperatures drop. We're in the 50s right now in Fayetteville. We're actually in the upper 40s in Benton County. Some of those 40s will pass into Washington County here very shortly. But you look back towards the north and west, much cooler air over the central and northern plains, and that cold air is trying to push in for the next couple of days. It's going to feel completely different as we're watching these storms come on through. So I'm going to back up the camera. We'll do one more recap for you guys, and then we'll continue to monitor the situation. But this evening, just some good downpours. Let's go county by county, and then we'll wrap things up. We'll start with Benton County. We'll just go from north to south, just make it super easy. Benton County, you guys are good for severe weather tonight. Just some moderate rain still reporting. Bentonville, Rogers, Prairie Creek, back towards Salem Springs, you guys are good tonight. Just more rain for about, maybe an hour and a half. We're still watching some showers back towards the west, but they're nothing too crazy. Don't have to worry about those. Carroll County, we still probably have about an hour and a half to 2 hours left of some of this rain, but the severe threat is over. You guys are good in Eureka Springs. Madison County, we're getting some strong thunderstorms in the very southern fringes of the county from basically St. Paul southbound. But otherwise, we're wrapping things up in Madison County. Yes, we've got the rain. In fact, we've got another good batch of some heavier rain about to move into Huntsville. But it's not severe. You guys are good. Washington County, we're also good tonight. Still moderate rain reporting right over Fayetteville and Springdale, back west towards Taneytown. We're starting to wrap things up. Greenland and West Fork, Prairie Grove, Farmington, Lincoln. I think we're wrapping up things too. Goshen as well. Just some rain. All right, now let's press into the River Valley. Let's start with Sequoia County, eastern Oklahoma. Severe threat is now done for us. Sallisaw Vine, you guys can go to bed just fine. Looking west, there's only a couple sprinkles when you look back towards basically Lake Eufaula and westbound McAllister even, you could say too. But we're guys are good in Sequoia County. LeFlore County though, we still got to watch a couple downpours coming in from the north and west. They're just about to move into Podo. You head north towards the Shady Point Power Plant. Downpours just about to come on through. These are super scattered. They're not too scary. This is kind of the weakest part of the whole line, to be honest. LeFlore County, watch out for some pockets of rain tonight. Maybe a quick rumble of thunder. here within about 30 minutes to 20 minutes in Poto, and then the rain will probably stick around for about 20-30 minutes too, and then I think we're done for tonight. Hopping eastbound, let's start in Crawford County. So Van Buren, Cedarville, Uniontown, we're wrapping things up on the western half of the county. Now from Alma eastbound, we're getting the heavy rain right now. I mean, it's pouring for us right over Alma as you head east towards Kibler. Dyer, we're getting some of that heavy rain too. Not too of a dire situation, but just some good pockets of heavy rain. This storm is not severe. Some gusty winds, but otherwise heavy downpours. But overall, we are wrapping up things in Crawford County. We probably have about 10 more minutes, 20 more minutes or so in Alma and Kibler, but then I think we wrap things up for tonight. Franklin County, we still got a ways to go. We're watching very heavy rain right in the mountains right now, mainly north of Mulberry, north of Ozark. We're getting that heavy rain too. This is really deep in the mountains, good waterfall country here, but the heavy rain continues to report and press east. It looks like the heaviest pocket's kind of moving right towards Johnson County. But you guys in Ozark and Mulberry, Altus and Denning, we're going to get some thunderstorms here very shortly too, so be on the lookout for those. Also Charleston and Branch will get some rain shortly here within about the next 30 minutes, some downpours for you guys. But we still got a ways to go in Franklin County. We're still watching this thunderstorm. Johnson County, we still kind of starting from scratch right at the moment. Yes, we got some rain very northwest into the northwestern portion of the county, but from Clarksville, Lamar and Knoxville, we still have to wait at least about a 45-minute wait until these storms come on through. There will be some gusty winds on the leading edge, so you might hear some things kind of rattling around, may wake you up this evening. And then the rain will start to pour for about 30 minutes, and then we'll probably be done too. And we'll kind of start back towards the west. Sebastian County, we're just getting started. Right in the heart of Fort Smith, getting those downpours right over Eufus, headed into Fort Chaffee, and then Greenwood, we still got to wait a little bit, and Hackett as well. We'll probably wait another 20-30 minutes towards Mansfield and Midland and Greenwood too. But this part of the storm from about Alma south and west, this part of the line is a lot weaker. I mean, you can just look at the colors yourself. Notice how more robust these storms look compared to the storms from Fort Smith and south and west. So for Sebastian County, we're just now getting some of that rain, but this line continues to weaken, so that's good. But some rain about to come in for you guys. We haven't had any rain in Logan County. Things have been dry. We're still watching back towards the north and west, but Paris and Boonville will get some of these downpours here within the next hour, probably about 45 minutes or so coming into Paris and Boonville, give or take 10 minutes or so. This line kind of speeds up and then it slows down a little bit, but it looks like this line is not turning severe at the moment. Just got some good downpours coming in right now. And then finally in Scott County, no rain reporting for us. Oh, it's a shower just south. But otherwise, Waldron, we're dry at the moment. We'll have to watch some of these downpours. They got to hit Kavanaugh, and here's Sugarloaf. We've got to hit some of these mountaintops and hilltops first before we'll get some in Scott County. Then they'll come in from the north and west here about an hour or so. But we've got some time to wait. So that's a recap of what we're expecting this evening. Once again, downpours coming in. It's nothing too crazy, but we've got to watch these cooler temperatures coming on through. Meteorologist Tyler Moore will be with you tomorrow morning. He'll be talking about the big cool down for the next couple of days. I'll be on in the evening later today. It's past midnight. I'll be on later today tracking some of that cooler air too. 40s tomorrow, but it's going to feel like the 30s as that wind chill picks up. The brown color behind all this rain and thunder and lightning, those are wind advisories. We'll have to see if the National Weather Service issues wind advisories. We got to wait until the rain moves out, and we got to see how fast or how quickly those wind speeds starts to pick up here in Arkansas. It's been kind of breezy, but we may get some wind advisories too. But be on the lookout for some more rain. In the River Valley, so far, nothing is severe, but a severe thunderstorm watch goes until 4 o'clock. And then by the time you're waking up tomorrow morning, the rain's gone, but it's going to be a lot cooler as we start this next week.